Hi, it's Jared from Strong Roots Farm. Welcome back to the farm. Today we're talking mini chainsaws. Let's go. All right, we're gonna take you through this IMOUM mini 6-inch chainsaw. I will do the unboxing part of this video and take you into the shop. But first, let's run it through the ringer, see what we can get done, see what we can cut up with this unit. Stick around, I'll take you through it all. All right, let's get to it. So this is IMOUM, have no clue how to say that, live, their mini 6-inch chainsaw. Link to Amazon is right here. We're gonna take this and put it through the ringer, do a little bit of testing with it and see what I can get done. When I got this, I was really excited to have something small, battery powered, that would last. It's 21 volts. I thought I could just take it and do some, tree trimming like this. Take it to small limbs. Some places I can climb. I don't feel real comfortable climbing with my full-size chainsaw or getting up into a ladder, and you've obviously seen all those videos where people fall. But small limbs, climbing up, cutting things after I secure myself. I was really excited about this. I noticed on the small trees, it bounces a little bit. And so you would think that it would be easier to handle because it's small, but you gotta be careful with it and get the wood all the way up against the guard here, because when you try to hold out to the end and just little teeny limbs, it bounces a lot. But when we try to do bigger stuff, it actually did better. So we've got this pile of wood. You're seeing us here. We're gonna go through and cut up some firewood. Most of this is 4 to 6 inches around. Couple 8-foot sticks I had here. One was kind of fresher and greener. The other was kind of old and dried out. It even had been, through a snow, so it kind of had some moisture in it. And I wanted to see how it did on both of those. It actually did fairly well. I was kind of surprised at how this little thing would hold up. And so you'll see me here. I cut this entire stack of firewood, which tells me, man, I'm gonna start taking this thing to the campground. This is pretty cool to have something like this at the campground. But then I got towards the end and I thought, let's see what she can do. And as you'll see here, I started cutting into about 12, 14 inches, maybe a little less than 12 maybe. And I thought, okay, I can reach the center, and I got 6 inches, so it's gotta be around a 12 at this one spot. And let's see if I can cut all the way through it. I have cut down 24, 28-inch trees with my 18-inch bar before, so I can make this little one go and work it. And it kind of struggled a little bit. That's what you would suspect it would happen. And so it got through it. It cut and it pushed down through, and I was able to use a little bit more wrist strength and pry myself through it like you're seeing there. Went to the other side and she quit on me. Now, to be fair, I didn't give her any breaks. So I just kept going as you saw me cutting that wood, and I never stopped. I was in one spot all the time, just bam, bam, bam. And if you're gonna be cutting firewood like that, you're probably gonna be using a full-size chainsaw. This is more for trimming. So did it break? No, it did not. And I was kind of concerned. I'm like, I took the guard off, the chain fell off, I'm adjusting stuff, I re-oiled it and cleaned it, and couldn't get it to start up again, which it does now. And so, funny enough, warning label right there says overheat protection. It will shut off when you overheat it until it completely cools back down. And so after I noticed that sticker, went over to the air compressor, blew some air through it for a couple minutes, put the battery on, and she ran right back and she started right back up. So I was pretty happy with that. I thought for sure I was gonna be sending an email that this thing died the very first day, but it did not. It held up, and it did eventually go back and cut that full log in half. But now we see, it's not meant to cut up a truckload of firewood, even though it could be handy and can eventually get that done. But all the cutting that I did today did nothing to my battery. Got a little sensor here. So this one battery could last for quite a while, but you're not gonna be able to cut up firewood with it. It's for trimming trees. If you go to a campground and you cut up 4 or 5 pieces like I did, and then you stop, and then you go back later, yeah, that could work. But if you're looking to cut all the limbs off of a big old tree that fell down, you should probably get a full-size chainsaw. This is a discounted brand from China on Amazon. I gave the Amazon link, it's down in the description, but it's fairly durable. I was kind of surprised. You get what you pay for, they say, and for what you're paying for this, I think it's pretty high quality and it could last quite a long time. We have not done the long test, which I will talk about later, but it's a fairly nice unit. So all right, let's go through the unboxing. I want to show you everything you get when you order it from the Amazon link, which is down below as well. So let's take you through this. This is the way it arrived on my front porch. This nice looking package. All it has that I've taken off is the little clear cellophane or whatever it is that was giving a really bad glare to the camera here. So it has the picture on it. If you have a problem with porch thieves and things like that, maybe you want to be there. But other than that, came very nice. Box is very sturdy, very light. You've seen how light the unit is already, but this is the way it looks. I'll give you a close up here. So you get your typical instruction manual, reads very well, nothing out of English, you know, crazy words, easily describes what you need to do. Comes with the unit itself, the cover, the blade cover, the flap that is already attached to it that we showed, the battery, a little toolkit, which has your oil and your brush and your screwdriver to adjust your blade. Of course, that was all in the blocks. The one thing I don't have here is the charger. So it does come with an AC charging adapter that you plug into your standard wall outlet, and it will charge this battery. The one thing that is a little different is right here is your battery charging port. So you connect the battery charger right there. Kind of looks like an RCA cable, but it's a special plug just for this battery. So it does not slide onto a charger that hangs. It actually just plugs right in and you can charge one at a time. This is everything that you will get in the box. Okay, so I was very happy with the unit itself, and I do want to thank them for sending this to me. Once again, it's IMOUMLive is the name of the company. All of that stuff was in the thumbnail, and it would be down in the description if you want to look up this product. We tested it for quite a while. We did have good results, but there are some pros and cons to a little unit like this. Let's go over some of them, and I will show you some of the features on the saw, some ways to adjust and things like that. Saw, super light again. It has an adjustment knob here for your chain. And so you, on any chainsaw, you have to slide this bar out in order to make this chain. When you tighten this nut, you want to hold up on the bar. Any chainsaw is the same way, and what you should do is pull down on it and it should snap back where the teeth touch the bottom here, but don't fully go tight. You should be able to move it freely back and forth. So you're gonna pull and it's gonna have a little slack. A smaller chainsaw like this versus an 18 or a 20-inch bar on your standard larger chainsaw, it's harder to adjust. There's just not as enough chain there to stretch out. And so it will need to be adjusted more often. That's a con, but it's super light and you can do a lot of other things with it. You're buying the saw because of its size. The other thing it has is an adjustment screw. So you'll stick your screwdriver right into this port right here and you'll turn it and it will adjust this out for you like any standard chainsaw would have. The difference is on a standard chainsaw, you need a special screwdriver tool that comes with the chainsaw, and you kind of have to keep it around. Well, this comes with a screwdriver, but it's a standard Phillips head, if I can get the camera to adjust there. And so any screwdriver that you have will work. Now on a standard chainsaw, a flathead screwdriver will work, but you need the rest of that tool to tighten everything down, where this is a hand nut. So that's kind of convenient. The one thing that you may notice that is not on this unit that is on a standard chainsaw is an oil port. On a standard chainsaw, you'll take some bar and chain oil and you would open a cap and fill it and it would auto lubricate. This does not do that. It's too small. They keep it light, so it doesn't have an oil port or a gas port because it's ran by batteries. So you have to lube the chain yourself, which is why they give you this small bottle of fluid. But this is all you get. So you'll need to buy some sort of lubricant. You can use a 3-in-1 oil or some kind of a gun oil, but I would recommend buying some bar and chain oil. You won't need very much. You could refill this bottle if you wanted, but it wouldn't be very easy. And you're gonna wanna just drip it all around your chainsaw blade there, rotate it all the way around both sides, run it for a minute, and then do it again. Unplug the battery when you're putting oil on this because your hands are gonna be kind of close. The other thing I like about this, because it's so small, is that it's very easy to clean, but the con is it clogs very quickly. You're not gonna chop up a ton of wood because it's gonna get all this gunk in it faster because the chain rotates around more than a standard chainsaw. So you will need to clean it, and they do give you a nice little brush, but any scrub brush will work to clean these out. You're gonna take this cover off right here when you take this nut off, pull it off, clean out the gears, every time that you sharpen it, or probably every time that you oil the blade, which should be basically every battery use. You should be cleaning this and doing this blade. You only have one battery with this unit. I suppose you could buy extra batteries, but it only came with one battery, and that's about how often I would sharpen the blade and change and oil it and clean it out. But let's talk about these blades. This is the one thing I'm uncertain of, and you might want to do some different research, so I will get close here and stay close. These blades look like a standard chainsaw blade, but if you look at them, if I can get a good shot here, they are super tiny. So all of the files I have to sharpen blades won't work on this. I'm gonna have to buy separate files for my mini chainsaw now. Whereas some models on the market carry a standard tooth for the file, but the blade is just smaller, the chain is smaller. So you're gonna have to get some special tools for that. That may be one downside. If you take it somewhere to get sharpened, I'm sure that they're gonna have issues, or they're gonna have to use some special thing to sharpen this. So just be aware, some of your mom and pop chainsaw places may not sharpen these blades. Talk about some of the major uses with this chainsaw, and obviously there is a need for something this small, this nice, this light, because a lot of companies are making them. What is the big advantage of something like this versus a large chainsaw? The obvious is the weight. You just don't need to carry all that weight around. They're very small, and so if you have trouble lifting weights, you could use something small like this. But the con of having something this small is you can't cut a very big limb with it. Where I see a big need for this, and it's why I have the big, larger farm chainsaw first before I purchase something like this, is that I can't climb very well with my larger chainsaw. I also don't like dragging all the stuff out for one teeny little limb. So if you have a small yard, or you're just wanting to have some small limb chopped, this is a great alternative to a handsaw for sure, and you possibly don't need a large chainsaw. Maybe you're not cutting your own firewood. This is just for trimming up small things around your yard. This would be a great alternative and something very useful for you. The con is that because of its lightweight, because of its easy climbability, it can be a little more dangerous. So it's safer in the fact that it's easy to hold with two hands, there's less kickback than a big chainsaw. But you might put yourself in some hairy situations because you can think, I can climb up in that tree, and then you end up on one of those funniest home videos where you're falling out of the tree because your ladder fell and the limb hit it. You get where I'm going with that. So be careful with it. It does take all of the same safety precautions as a larger chainsaw, and you need to be your own safety officer. A big advantage of a unit like this is price. So this is made in China. It's a very affordable thing. It's easy to get on Amazon, and the price point is fairly low. So if you're a person that doesn't use a chainsaw very often, maybe once a year for 10 minutes, this may be the way to go versus buying an American-made name brand $400 mini chainsaw. So you got to think about that. The durability of this does seem to be lighter and not built as strong as some of the larger, higher priced, like quadruple the price, American-made models. So you need to weigh out the pros and cons for yourself if this is a model that could work for you. I only say that because today, as you saw this video, and we obviously got sweaty as we tested things, it worked fairly well. But how long will it do that? I have not done a complete life cycle test on this unit. I have not taken it to its limits and burn it out, mainly because I want to continue to use it. I want to be able to use this for the small things here on our farm. And so I did not put it through the ringer and try to bust it. I didn't throw it off the top of a barn or anything crazy like that today. So how long will this last? How durable is it? Well, only time will tell, and you're gonna have to decide that on your own. Thank you so much for watching. I do wanna let you know this was a sponsored video. I did not get paid to say anything positive or negative about the company. They sent it to me, asked me to make an unboxing video and to tell my honest review of this product with, which I was happy for the couple days of use I've had with it. But it was sent to me for free. So you can take that with a grain of salt, and how you choose to buy and what you choose to purchase. All the links are down in the description, so you can get this exact product that you saw in today's video if you would like. I do recommend that you do your own research. Look into all models that they would have, and look into their website and find everything else that this company makes. They do have multiple things. I do think it is safe, and I do think this product could be very useful in your home. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, I'm Jared from Strong Roots Farm. We are a farming channel typically. That's why I do videos like this from time to time, but I only do it on things that we will actually use here on our farm. So check us out if you're looking for cattle, if you're looking for homesteading, if you're looking for all those things, home improvement. We do that here on our channel. We appreciate you watching today, and until next time, have a good one.